CASSIAFAEHAYDEN. Welcome to my channel. Today, I'm doing all of my Christmas fidgets and explaining which ones are my favorites and which ones aren't and why. Yes, I'm still in the brace. I did finally get the cream to put on my thumb, and, it is helping a little bit, but, I'm pretty sure it's still going to be a permanent issue with how much I still have to use my right hand, and with it not working, and the fact that if I use it, it's going to get worse and never get better. Yeah. I know I got to train my left hand to start doing more, but it's really hard. It'll take a while before I can actually do more with my left hand, seeing as how, like, I am so not ambidextrous. I used to think I was pretty ambidextrous, despite, doing everything with my right hand, until I couldn't do anything with my right hand. So, yeah, it's going to take a while for my left hand to start working, being able to take up the slack from the right. But anyway, what can you do? Just gotta try to do the best that I can and work with what I got, and go from there. So anyway, we all know mochis. We all love mochis, especially big mochis. They might as well be stress balls when they're big mochis, because, they're so big and squishy and pretty. And I'm sure you guys already saw these in my Mrs. Bench video, with the mystery pack. There's the little Santa, there's the little elf, there's the candy cane, there's the stocking, Christmas tree, and over here I've set aside ones that aren't Christmas specific but still Christmassy. Little snowman. So I set all those ones aside, because those are ones that I can use after Christmas. And yeah. So I'm going to leave those ones out after Sunday. But these ones, all the Christmassy ones that are only Christmassy, are going back into storage after Christmas. But everybody loves mochis. I love mochis. Who doesn't love mochis? They're just so soft and squishy and cute, and you can stretch them, you can squish them. They're just great. And then who doesn't love pop tubes? They're awesome, and they're fun, and they make annoying noises, which are even more fun. And I didn't discover this until I got mad at the cats, but it lights up if you hit it. So Van's probably going to like that. It's entertaining without the lights, but what's not better with lights? Granted, I can't look directly at it when it's blinking, because I do have seizures that I get from lights. But I can whack it and then, look at you guys. Let's just avoid whacking it while I'm playing with it. But anyway, has a nice, crisp, loud sound. And, it is a little bit long for my taste, but because I'm small. It's more because I'm small. But it is still pretty easy to squish back together. I've noticed I seem to really like the smaller fidget toys more than the bigger ones, because of, my small stature. But, I do love fidget toys in general, so, I ain't complaining, obviously. But that's one of my favorites is pop tubes. So we got two of my favorites down. And then my all-time absolute favorite fidget toy is the Infinity Cube. And this one's really cute because it's got Christmassy stuff on it. And I mean, I even figured out how to use it with one hand. So I shouldn't be using it with both hands, but you know, if I don't play with stuff at least a little bit with my right hand, I mean, maybe it'll stop working from disuse too. We don't want that either, right? Okay, it's an excuse. It's an excuse to play with my toys with the hand I'm not supposed to use. But I want to dough. I want to play with my toys. I want to. And it looks better for you guys, you know, to play with them with both hands. It's harder to do with one hand, and it doesn't show you guys as well how nice they are to play with if I'm only doing it with one hand. But yeah, just to prove that I can, you know, I can do it with one hand. It takes a little bit more, but I can do it with one hand. That's pretty much the only thing I could do with one hand is play with certain one-hand fidget toys. I can't seem to do anything else with one hand, but, you know, take what we could get, right? And then there's this really awesome, I forgot what they're called, the beads in them, the little water beads. I forget what they're called. Orbeez. Orby ball that's shaped like a Christmas tree with the little stretchy fuzzies on it. This is another one of my top favorites. It's squishy, and it's got that great sensory of the little fuzzies. So, I love that one. And then, my hat's trying to come off. I think my head might have gotten bigger, or maybe at last time I washed it, I shrunk it. I don't know. Maybe I made it too tight. I don't remember. I made it like, I think 2-3 years ago, so. And then there's this one. This one is really, really cool and entertaining, but it's not, it's kind of a hard plastic, so it's not as easy to squish as other squeezable fidget balls, but it's super cute, and it's cool how it blows a little bubble. So, I mean, I like it. None of the ones that aren't my favorites do I not like, or else I wouldn't keep them. But I like it. It's just not one of my top favorites. It is really cute. It is really fun to play with, because, I mean, that's entertaining. But it does hurt my hand a little bit, so not one of my top favorites. But I do love it. Okay, and then there's my little cute little pop-it ball reindeer, which if it was dented more would be one of my top favorites. It's super cute, and I can pop 3 of its pops. So I can pop 3 of them. And it's still entertaining to play with, especially with how its nose pops out. I mean, that's super cute. I mean, everything about it is super cute. I love how it has a keychain loop. I love that. But one thing I really don't like about it is that it's not dented enough to be able to pop all of the pops. I have noticed that with Pop-It balls, if it's not dented, you can't do all of the pops. But if it's dented, don't throw it away, because if it's dented, it's supposed to be like that, because then you can do all of the pops, and then when you squeeze it, they pop all back out. So it's made like that on purpose. It's not broken. It's just, you know, made for people who prefer to do all of the pops, like me. Some people prefer it like more solid like this, where you can only do a few. It all depends on taste. So it's up to whoever has it, who prefers what. I mean, I do love it. It's still one that I absolutely adore, and not just because it's cute, but because I do love Pop-It balls. They are so fun, and on top of it, it is incredibly cute. And I mean, look at that nose. I mean, who cannot love that? And it's got cute little eyes and cute little horns. It's adorable. How can you not love that? Okay, and then I forgot to pull these ones out. These ones are not a top favorite for the reason of they're more decorative than something you can play with. You cannot pop these because they don't pop. So, I mean, I personally would get some ribbon and string ribbon through the top holes and put them on my Christmas tree as like fidget toy Christmas tree ornaments instead of trying to use them as, you know, toys, because they don't really work as toys because the bubbles don't pop. But they are cute, and anyone who loves fidget toys would probably love having fidget toy type ornaments. So, I mean, wouldn't that be adorable on a Christmas tree? I think it would be adorable on a Christmas tree. I would love to put that on my Christmas tree. I think that would be really cute. So, you know, these more Christmas ornament and decoration than Pop-It toys. But, you know, I still enjoy them. And if you get ones that aren't holiday themed, I'm sure they make these where they aren't holiday themed. I mean, you can still use them as decorations, like hang them up on like a mirror or like in your car or, you know, anything. Or like just as a keychain as a decoration. I mean, just because it doesn't work as a toy doesn't mean you can't enjoy that it looks like a toy. If we love Poppets that much, why not show it off as like an homage to our Poppets? I mean, works for me. So that, I mean, that for me, that's worth it. Just to have it be, you know, looking like a workable Poppet, and, you know, have it be a decoration. Okay, moving on. I love small Poppets. Not just because you can take them with you and pop, like, in public when you're bored, but also, I'm sure you guys have noticed that I've been doing a lot of pin art Poppet videos. I just did one yesterday. Well, not yesterday. Well, for me, it was yesterday. For you guys, have been Wednesday, because I'm filming this the day after I posted it. But anyway, I just posted one on Wednesday, Poppet art of this one, which got 1.1K views. So that was exciting. I mean, it would have been even more cool if I had the 1,000 subs I need to actually make money off of it, but it's still really cool because it's progress. And, you know, those 1.1K views might get me more subs, and then maybe those more subs will get me more subs to maybe to the point where I can maybe get the amount of subs I need to get paid, and then after that, more views ends up being more money in my pocket once I have enough to start making money. But anyway, you know, either way, maybe I don't have enough subs right now to make money off of it now. But no matter what, it's still really cool to discover that I'm making that many views off of one video. And, I mean, it's a short video on top of it. So, I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm happy about it. But yeah, these are fun either way. If you put them on your bag and playing with it in public, or if you're at home with a pin art and playing with it on that, either way, the small Poppets are really fun. And, I mean, come on, it's cute. It's a penguin. It's a little penguin. It's so cute. Okay, and then, on the subject of Poppets, we have my Simple Dimple. Now, for me, the big Simple Dimples are a little bit harder, especially with my hand being messed up. So it's not, I still enjoy it, but it's not one of my top favorites, because the bigger the Simple Dimple popper things are, the harder they are for me to push in. You see how that hard that is for me? For most people, that would be fine because most people are much bigger than I am. So, keep that in mind. If you're not like incredibly, incredibly, incredibly tiny, I mean, this probably wouldn't be a big deal for you. But the bigger ones are harder for me to pop, and it being so big itself, it's hard for my hands to get to it. I mean, my hands are really small. Like that's how small my hand is. My hands fit. This is a pediatric brace. They had to pull out a pediatric brace for me because I'm so small. I fit into children's size gloves. Like I keep telling Sam, we joke about this. I tell him I have tiny itty bitty little doll hands, and sadly, it's sort of true. But we're not like fully joking when we joke about me being like hobbit size. I really am small. Because again, I'm only 4'10", and most people don't think about how small that is when you tell them the number. But like when you compare me to like anyone that's 5 foot, let alone somebody that's 6 foot like he is, I am incredibly, incredibly short. You compare me to his exes, and I look like a child. You compare me to his children, and I look like I'm younger than them based on my height. Like, I'm tiny. I mean, based on my face, you could tell I'm older than them, but but yeah, I'm like itty bitty. I mean, even my daughter's taller than I am. So, yeah. But I mean, the little pops pop just fine for me. See, the little ones are fine. But these two bigger ones are a little bit harder for me. So, this I do love this thing, but it's not my favorite. I do put it in my bag to play with a lot. But it's not the one that I would sit down on on the bed, because my bed is kind of my couch too, and play with it while I'm stuck immobile during a fibro flare. It's not the one I'd pull out for that. But I do love it, and I do play with it, and I do enjoy it. I do actually pull it out a lot if I'm like in a public setting, from out of my fidget bag. But it's not the one I'd play with at home. I do prefer the littler Simple Dimples, though. I do love those. But anyway, moving on. I don't hate it. Don't think that that just because I say something's not my favorite that I hate it or that I don't like it. I do like it. It's just like I said, if I didn't like something, I wouldn't keep it for myself. I would pass it on to Avea, and if she didn't like it, then I'd put it in my box to take to Sam's shooting range. Because that's what we do with the broken and unwanted fidgets, or what we're going to do with the broken and unwanted fidgets. We haven't gotten there yet. I haven't bought enough fidgets for that. But, we'll get there. And, hopefully Avea will weed through the ones she doesn't want and give those ones back to me so I can take them to Sam's shooting range for that. But anyway, moving on. I'm going to do these two together because, I mean, they're so cute and I love them. And anyone who likes, like, anything that's, like, poop comedy would love these. I mean, I'm sure that the ball can be squeezed through the other holes too, but the fact that the hole in the bottom where the butt area would be is bigger than all the rest of the holes, to me, seems like it was meant to come out that hole. So they were anticipating the people who buy it to enjoy poop humor. Like me and my daughter Avea and my stepdad Pat. And sometimes even Sam. We all seem to. I know Lindsay enjoys poop humor too. I don't know about Nerdy Crafter, Jackie Nerdy Crafter, or I think she did enjoy some poop type fidget toys on her channel if I remember correctly. But I don't remember if that was her or Mrs. Bench. It might have been both of them. I've watched all their videos, so I'm kind of a little bit of a super fan. Just a little bit a lot. But I mean, if you've seen them, you can't blame me. They're really good. Their videos are just really entertaining. But especially Jackie is like Nerdy Crafter. Jackie's videos are like way more entertaining than mine because she's a lot less reserved than I am on my videos, and the reason I'm so reserved on my videos is because I get really nervous. So, I mean, I'm sorry about that. I need to get better about that and stop being so nervous and making it seem like I have no sense of humor. Because if you get me and Lindsay and Sam talking, and if you were able to listen into our, well, not listen in, but like read our conversations, you'd realize that I am not reserved at all. We have a lot of entertaining fun, joking around and laughing and whatnot. But I make up a lot of funny jokes on the spot. I can't really do it like on purpose. It just, the funny shit just comes to me and it just comes out, and then hilarity ensues. I'm pretty entertaining when I'm not nervous. But anyway, and I love how all the reindeer stuff kind of matches my hat. Which is why I'm wearing this hat. Because it goes with the Christmas theme. That's why I've been wearing this one so much. I'll maybe start wearing the other one, the fox one more often after this. Or maybe I'll switch to some of the other ones. I don't know. I think the unicorn would be great for Easter. I'll figure that stuff out. But anyway, so this one and the snowman one, this one, like, obviously has red glitter and, like, Orbeez in it. So, like, when you squeeze it, it poops Orbeez and red glitter. It's so cute. It's so cute and funny and entertaining. And how could you not love that? It's adorable before you squeeze it, and then it's just hilarious when you do. And it feels really good to squeeze, too, because the silicone isn't hard at all. It's just very easy to squeeze. Very, very, very nice feel. So, that's fun. And then there's the snowman, which is just as equally cute and fun. Only, like, if you really think about it, the reindeer was pooping magic. And the snowman's kind of pooping water. If you think about it. Because what happens when snowmen melt, right? So what would the snowman actually be pooping? It's blue, and water's blue. So it's pooping water. Oh, man. My stepdad would get a huge kick out of this, and so would Avea. Oh, they would love this. It's pooping. It's so cute and hilarious. Is pooping. So obviously those are one of my top favorites too. Since I can't seem to stop playing with them. And then another one of my top favorites. I've been playing with this a lot while just sitting around in flares. So like if I can't move, I'm stuck on the bed just watching TV and I need to keep my hands busy. Or if I'm on the phone and can't really move because I can't physically move and I can't take my phone off the charger, I got to keep my hands busy. And I'm sure it's really annoying to whoever I'm on the phone with, the popping sounds, but it's really entertaining and calming for me. So this poppet is one of my top favorites. And when I can lean forward onto the table to pop it and like just sit it down, it does pop on the table. So it's one of those where you can put it down and pop it. And you know how some of them, I'm sure you guys have noticed that some poppets, when you put them down on the table, their pops go past the rim. So if they do that, they're not going to pop on the table. But you can pop this one on the table and you can flip it over. Oops, I dropped it on the floor. And then you can flip it over and then pop it on the table more. Like, these are just great. I can pop it in my hand. I can pop it on the table. I can pop it in my lap. And I think, because of my size, I think I probably wouldn't do very well with poppets that cover your entire body, because I don't think I'd be able to like handle something that big on top of me, and I don't think I'd ever be able to pop all the pops on it. So you know, the life-size poppets, I think they're meant more for bigger people, not like itty-bitty tiny people like me. But I have never had one, so I don't know. But I think for me, they wouldn't be all as much fun. Unless they made like a mermaid blanket poppet, where it's like literally just a mermaid tail and made to be like a blanket. That's an idea for Mrs. Bench. I should comment that to her and see if she can come up with making something like that. Like a giant poppet that's like a mermaid tail, that's like just long, that people can use as an actual poppet blanket. I'm going to message that to her and see if she likes the idea and wants to start making them. Because that would be cool. I bet that would catch on to people who like mermaid blankets like I do. I also make mermaid blankets. They take frickin' forever, though. I'm still working on my second one. But, and I can't work on it right now because it's in storage. I don't know where. But, you know, whatever. But anyway, yeah, this is another one of my top favorites. Like I said, the other ones that aren't my top favorites, the little snowman, the Simple Dimple, and these little guys, and you know, the non-functioning fidget poppets, and this way too solid poppet ball. I still love them. They're still loved, and I still loves them. But they don't work as well for me as the other ones do. They all work for me, but these not as well as the other ones do. So I still love them. I still play with them. I still want them, but these are those other ones are my favorites of what Christmas fidget toys I have. But anyway, let me know what you think. Let me know what ones you think you might like, and which ones you think might be your favorites. Which ones you think may not be your favorites. Just let me know down in the comments what you think of each and every one of these fidget toys. Or you don't even have to go into that much detail. Just, you know, pop me a comment and pop me a comment. Get it? Poppets? Pop me a comment. But anyway, drop down a comment for me, and let me know what you think. Again, what would you like? What do you think you would prefer, and whatnot? You know, I don't get very many comments from you guys, and I would like to get more. But anyway, thank you for watching, and Like, share, and subscribe. And I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a beautiful holiday. And Happy New Year. um, and again, thank you for watching. Each and every one of you guys, you know, you're just family to me. You know, you're what keeps me going. And with my videos. If it wasn't for you guys watching, I wouldn't keep making videos. So, you know, you you guys as my subs and as my fans, you know, I wouldn't be here without you guys. So, I know I haven't gotten very far yet, but I still wouldn't have gotten this far without you guys. And that also includes Sam and Lindsay as my verbal support team. Because they're always encouraging me and supporting me and whatnot. But if it weren't for all of you guys, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be busting out my videos trying to make sure I get them posted. And I would have given up a while ago if it wasn't for you guys watching and your guys' support. So thank you from the very bottom of my heart. I really do appreciate you guys. So thank you. Have a beautiful holiday. And thank you for being my support and my fans.